It can't be that bad, oh, 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 it can't be that bad.
My recent single, the same.
The one you just dropped.
We are not the same.
We are not the same since the last year.
I'm blanking on my own song. When I dropped that, me and my boyfriend went to San Francisco, like up at a little hill park. I forgot what it was called, but we used my camera and we shot some videos. It was his first time like using the camera, so I taught him how to use it.
Oh, that's
and then
nice.
It was funny because he would be taking pictures. I'm like, how about you go a little bit lower? He's like, I got this. Like, I'm the one taking the pictures. Like, calm down. Like, trust me. And I was like, all right. Like,
Wow.
but yeah, he took the cover art and it's a really good picture.
It is a really good
Right?
picture.
I love it. Like, I thought it came out really great. And he was like, I told you. And I was like, damn.
Because that was a whole session. Not only is it your cover art, but it's like the first thing that pops up on your Spotify now, right? That like session.
Yeah, we took a lot of pictures for like an hour. Like, he's really supportive and he takes all my pictures now.
That's so nice. Like, I think something on for a girl's checklist for their partner is like, can you take pictures for me?
Yeah.
And can you do it well?
Yeah.
Because my fiance, whenever I take pictures of her, they all get deleted. Like, I got this set up. Like, I know how to do video and put people in focus. But, like, something in my brain just, like, short circuits when a girl hands me her phone and says, can you take this
I think
for
it's the iPhone. Because he doesn't take good pictures on my iPhone either. It's just bad. I think it's just the camera because he can look through the hole and, like, really see. You know what I mean? But with the iPhone, you're just, like, click, 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 you know?
It's tough. I mean, like, some girls have gone so mad at me because, like, they're like, why would you take it from the angle? Like, you should never take it from under the chin. I'm like,
that's just wrong.
So I'm, like, taking it like this. I don't know. Like, I guess it is just wrong.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I mean, I had to teach him. I had to like show him. Like, I will literally, before we take a shot, I'd be like, go over there. You go right there. I do an example and then I show him, this is exactly, I'm going to stand right there. You do exactly what I did. And it's actually easier because then now he knows what to do and stuff like that. But, he loves the camera too. He loves the new one. I mean, it's definitely an upgrade. I would 10 out of 10 recommend getting yourself good equipment.
Always.
Because I think it's going to pay off in the long run. Like, I want to be independently stable enough to make my own videos. And I know that's like super adventurous because there are people that do that for a living. Like, I've worked with amazing videographers and stuff like that, but I have plans, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm creative enough to do it myself. I mean, I know it'll take a little bit of time, but I know how to edit. Like, I can learn. I'm learning how to color grade and stuff like that.
Oh my God, that's a big deal.
I want to take it to the next level, like do it myself. I know it's going to be extra work, but it's like fun for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like to edit and, some people always dreamed of being YouTubers and like, this is a little, path, kind of like a YouTuber. So
were you one of those little girls that was just
Yes.
on YouTube constantly? And you're like, I could do this makeup tutorial.
Well, I wasn't actually on YouTube constantly. I was more making videos.
Oh, you were already a YouTuber.
I started making cover videos when I was like 13, 14. Like during quarantine, I remember I had a page dedicated to covers. It's still on Instagram, but I just don't use it anymore. But I would post the cover every single day.
Wow.
And I started from 0 and then I gained like 1,000 followers. And I know that's not a lot, but like that was a lot to me at the time.
Oh, that's still a lot to a lot of people at this time, depending on who you are.
Yes. And I built, a little community of people. Like I followed other singers like that. And it was something that I looked forward to every day.
That's so nice.
And I practiced for myself. And it's something that I look back on today and like see the progress of,
Dude, I just saw my fiance likes to do this thing. I had this YouTube channel when I was like in high school that I'd make with my friends. And it'd be like these dumb skits or cover videos.
Yeah, yeah.
And I have this. There was this, my mom was aware of my YouTube channel. And so since she was a proud Filipino mom, she would just get her, at the time, just a digital camera and like shove it in my face. And she'd be like, go sing, Nat King Cole. And then like so my fiance was teasing me about it yesterday. And I woke up to like my voice, my 16-year-old voice
God.
singing Unforgettable by Nat King Cole. That's why, darling, it's incredible that Met someone so unforgettable. Thinks that I am unforgettable too. And my mom, and in that song, if you're familiar with it, there's a long like instrumental portion in the middle.
I don't think I know that song, but that's cool. Yeah.
Well, it's during this instrumental part, my mom is just holding the camera and just like looking at me, and I'm like standing there awkwardly. It's just, are your parents like? I'm sure they must have been so supportive of this like creative journey ever since you were little, right?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. My mom has. Honestly, I feel like some parents are very much involved, and my mom is like, she put me in things that I wanted to, but everything that I've done in my life, like, I wanted to do it.
Wow.
You know, so it wasn't, no one was forcing me to do anything. Like, she always said, like, you just wanted to do it. And I'm not going to say no, you know what I mean? So she's always been there for my concerts, everything like that. But at the same time, I do have a cousin that likes to sing, but no one in my family is really musical.
Wow.
So it's kind of different. Like, I wish I had a family that was musical and stuff like that. I mean, I love my family, but I sometimes see other people, like their parents are musicians and stuff like that. I'm like, dang, like that'd be amazing. Like my dad, he actually passed away when I was like 5 years old.
Sorry to hear that.
No, it's
Rest
okay.
in
It's
power.
okay. Yeah, rest in power. Exactly. But he was like a rapper and he sang. So that's where I get my voice from.
Nice.
And my brothers also can sing as well, but I don't live with them, so I see them a little bit once in a while, but I know where I get it from, and my mom knows where I get it from, but I kind of like it because a lot of people, you know, support me and my family, and
That's so nice.
you know, they're seeing me and how much I grew. Like they always came to the musicals that I was in, like in elementary school, and like now, you know, I'm actually doing it, you know. But yeah.
And I think it's not only are they supporting you just because you're blood.
Yes.
I think they're also supporting you because you're actually really good. Because there's some families out there, they'll be like, I guess we're going to go to Johnny's concert. And then they go to Johnny's concert and they're just like, oh, like hopefully this is just like a phase, you know?
Yeah. I mean, hopefully they like it. But yeah, my little cousins are always commenting on TikTok. They're like, oh my gosh, you're so good. When's your next song coming out?
Oh, that's so
They're
sweet.
so cute.
Do you ever have like family members or friends that just play your music at you?
Oh my God. Yeah. They're like, oh, look at this. Look at this. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Does it
that's
like,
me.
when that makes me like, because very similar to how my fiance would play my singing for me. Some people, like coworkers or friends, they'll just like start playing my podcast in front of me and just shove it in my face and be like, I know. I spent hours editing this. I don't need to hear it again.
Oh my goodness. It's hard hearing your voice. It's hard, especially when you're like an artist in some way.
Yeah.
And then you see your work back and you're like, okay, I know I did that. Like, put it away now.
What's your favorite part about your voice?
My favorite part, I feel like I can do like the flips that Keisha Cole does.
Ooh,
Like,
yeah.
my voice is very, I can change in different octaves. And like to voice teachers, that's bad in some ways because they're like, oh, stay a consistent tone. But it's like, I think it's fun. Like my voice breaks on purpose.
Yeah.
You know? So
Well,
yeah.
that vocal break is so nice when you go from like head to falsetto.
Yeah.
And it's the purposeful, the flip where it's not a smooth.
Yes.
Like that is a stylistic choice at that
Yes,
point.
like Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mom is obsessed with Mariah Carey. Like when I was little, she played every single album. So I basically know every single song Mariah Carey. And
That's so good.
Vocally, I am inspired by her. And of course her songwriting too. But vocally, like I love the falsetto that she does. All her harmonies, her
Incredible.
layering. Like that's what I want to achieve. You know what I mean?
Can you do the whistle tone?
I've tried before. I used to be able to do it, but like now I don't because it's like low key messes up my voice a little bit.
I bet. You know, it can't be healthy to unlock.
It's not.
It's so
but
dope.
You
And-
can do it healthily. I'm just like, that's not my goal right now. But yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess there is a possible way to do it healthily. But like let's take for instance like the growl. When people try to incorporate the
God.
growl, you could do it a healthy way, and you could do it a way where you're just not going to sing for a year.
No, literally. Yeah, I've definitely been going through like a phase right now where I lost like my head voice for a while. I lost my falsetto. So I don't know if it's like I need to go to doctors or something. Like I think I do need to make an appointment. But I've definitely been like resting my voice and like taking care of it more, like steaming it. So
do you have one of those masks?
Yeah, I do. I'm
Okay.
I'm not putting too much pressure on it. Like a lot of the stuff that I'm recording right now, it's like pretty easy, like more of just using my normal talking singing voice, and then background harmonies, it's like, okay, I can go anywhere really for that because it's not as harsh on my voice, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, I've been making a lot of music with Claydo.
Yeah, how's that going?
He's amazing. Like I've always wanted to work with him for a while, but he was in LA like after he got out of high school, because we went to the same high school, but he's like 2-3 years ahead of me, I think 2. So he went to LA, but like we were mutuals, but I don't think he knew who I was because we were 2 years back. I was 2 years back. And also I was like a newer kid at the school. So he probably didn't know me, but we eventually like connected, and I was like, I would love to, you know, create something. And then he was in the Bay, and then last year we just started working together, and it's been great. It's been amazing because I feel like, producers I worked with in the past, like I love like interesting production, you know what I mean? Like I want to be there, I want to sit in those sessions, because it's like, yes, I know how to play instruments, but I'm not as skillful as them, but I have ideas that I want to put down, and I know they can help me by doing that. So I'm definitely like hands on. Like that's what I love about production, and he lets me do that. You know, we go back and forth on ideas, and sometimes I come into the session, it's like, okay, I want this, and then it's a completely different thing, but it's still like exactly, you know, what we need. So
It's all a learning experience.
yeah.
I mean, we were talking downstairs like how dope it is to be able to do things on our own.
Yes.
But you will grow learning on your own, but sometimes you'll grow faster if you swallow that pride and you decide to like collaborate.
Yeah.
Like it's okay to not know.
Yes.
But it's always great to learn.
Yes. Yeah. He definitely teaches me about, you know, even stuff on Logic, because I'm, you know, trying to be self-sufficient on, you know, making demos at home and stuff like that. But yeah, he's been great, and I can't wait to see like more of what, you know, we create and stuff like that.
Yeah, you're doing so much at such a young age. I know that like you've been singing since you were a kid. Like you've done musical theater.
Yeah.
Like you're definitely like you are in jazz, like you are submersed in the jazz genre, which means that you're theoretically inclined as well.
Yeah, I've done mariachi as a kid too.
Yeah, so
I
cool.
mean, I remember in 4th grade, my best friend at the time, because it was an after school program at my school. Like, thankfully, the school that I went to in San Jose, it was like a visual performing arts school. I mean, it wasn't like, oh, you have your like OSA. OSA is like you have your regular classes and art classes. It was more like they had extra electives that you could take. But yeah, I was in choir, I was in band, and then they had the mariachi like after school program. My friend was like, Santa, you're not Mexican enough. And I was like, oh, okay. So I didn't do it that year.
Oh my God. And you took it like that?
Well,
you're like,
because she was my best friend. Like, I was in 4th grade. I was like, oh, you're right. Like, I'm not. Like, I don't even know Spanish, you know? So then the next year she moved schools, and then I did it.
you had to wait for her to leave. And you're
I
like,
guess
I'll
so.
do
But
it.
I mean, my chance was already up at that time. But yeah. And immediately after I went into mariachi, you have to learn an instrument too. You can't just be there to sing. So I learned violin. And
Nice.
I didn't know Spanish, but I could sing. So the teacher would help me like pronunciate the words. She gave me a song to sing, and we would go through each of the words and like learn the pronunciation. And eventually I got it. And then she was like, all right, you're going to be in the district mariachi band, not just like the after school. So then that was my song. Like every single concert that we went to as the group, I performed that song. It's called Gorioncillo Pecho Mario. So yeah, like that was the song. Like,
and so now there's
"All
like
right,
a
Savannah,
special
come
place in your heart for that song.
Yes, yes. I mean, I have tons of videos of me singing and like me at my family reunion and stuff like that. But it was hard because I was like the only kid there that didn't speak Spanish, and I was like the only mixed kid. But they all had respect for me because I could sing. That's why.
Yeah, was it tough like growing up, like coming from two different cultures, like not feeling like a sense of belonging, or like was there an identity crisis?
I mean, yes, because in San Jose there's not a lot of Black people at all, and so I felt like I wasn't Black or I wasn't Mexican enough. You know what I mean? And I know that sounds like oh, what, but like, you know what I mean? In my class in 5th grade, I remember my teacher would make like funny Mexican jokes and I wouldn't understand.
Wow.
And I would be like one of the few kids that just didn't get it. And I would just like laugh along, but really I didn't know what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like in San Jose, the culture it's very mixed. I mean, it's basically
lot.
Asian and Mexican. Like that's what it is. But now growing up, I feel like, of course I'm Mexican. Like I grew up there in San Jose and I am who I am, and I can still learn Spanish if I want to, but it doesn't make me less Mexican enough either way.
I agree.
You
know, as a Filipino growing up, I mean, and knowing a lot of older Filipinos,
yeah,
first generation Filipinos would get flack for not knowing the native language. You know, and you know, it's like I've been trying to learn Tagalog for the longest time, and so now I know how to speak it like decently. I can understand it. I can't necessarily talk in depth. Like I can't talk about like politics or like history or anything with like another person, but I am definitely like with the side that like just because you don't know the language doesn't necessarily dilute your culture of it.
Yes, yeah. I think my grandma told me that like our past ancestors, like they stopped speaking Spanish because they came to America.
Yeah.
And like people looked at them weird if they started speaking Spanish, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But now with my boyfriend, he's Mexican and his family doesn't treat me any differently or anything like that. And, you know, I realize it's like it really doesn't matter. But yeah, I mean, I still want to learn it eventually. Like I can understand it, but I'm just not super. I get shy speaking it, you know, because I feel like I'm gonna get embarrassed or whatever. But like I know some words, but I just don't want to like embarrass myself, you know.
But I mean, I think it's your self-awareness with wanting to learn it is already stupendous because like not a lot of people will want to, and that makes a big difference to bridge the gap so that you could talk with Spanish speakers who you could do it fluently.
Yes.
So that's what matters. Shout out to you. Yeah, you've done so much and you're so young and I'm so jealous because I was telling you when I was 19 I would only sing covers and I was only focused on like trying to get a girlfriend at the time and like what it doesn't even matter now. But yeah, like you've come out with so much. You recorded a bunch during quarantine and look at this. You came out with a dope ass EP. Your EP is so good.
Thank you.
Reflections from You is so good.
You listen to it?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean,
thank you.
anyone that I have come in, like I definitely will listen to their music because that's like, and not only was it, a listen because you're coming on, but it became a listen because I like music and I like your music.
Thank you.
Your voice and sound is incredible.
Thank you.
Like I know that it's the most popular one. That's the most streamed one is
Repeats.
Yes,
Yeah.
is Repeats and what's the other one? Forget About Me.
Oh yeah, Forget About Me. Yes.
Forget About Me is probably like my favorite on that one because the way it starts, I'm a sucker for like, you know, harmonies and like, you know, acapella harmonies, and the guitar on that is incredible.
Oh yeah,
is so good. And that was the single that came out before the release of the EP, right?
Yes, my friend, I used to work with this guy named Rowan. He's my friend at Oakland School for the Arts, and he would send me like little guitar like licks and stuff like that, or sometimes we'd work together like after school. And he sent me one and I just wrote over it, added some harmonies. And then a year later, that was like a year before I actually made Forget About Me. A year later, I took it, put it as like a little sample. And then I went to my producer at the time, Rossi, and then we made a song and it was beautiful, honestly. Like,
so good. Like, what does it feel like to come out with something that you worked so hard on? Like, what's that dopamine rush like?
It was incredible, especially the music video. Like I loved making that music video with Migs. Like he's amazing. He's doing amazing stuff right now. But I think it took me some time to really process it because I put it in the vault for so long, like for a year. And then it took me some time to like, because I wanted to release it properly. I wanted a music video with it. And even though the music video didn't come out till like 6 months later. But now it's like, I'm glad that I put really like a lot of quality into it because it's gonna last forever.
Oh, it's quality.
So
It's quality. I mean, like the entire EP is quality. Like it starts off so strong with Sav's Notion.
oh, thank you.
It
That's my
start-
favorite one.
Sav's Notion is it's like you kind of an introduction for like a new listener to like go into your world. That's a perfect introduction.
Aww.
And then it goes into this 6/8 tune, and I'm a sucker for 6/8. I'm a sucker for 6/8 because I listen to a lot of doo-wop and I listen to a lot of like, you know, jazz ballads.
That was like a Kali Uchis inspired thing.
It's so
yeah.
good. Yeah, The Last Thing.
Yes, The Last Thing. Yeah, that was
The Last
funny.
Thing.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
That reminded me because there's this Steve Lacy song called In Front of Me.
Yes, the In Front of Me. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, so it's just kind of like, let's not spell it the way that it's spelled. That's boring.
That's boring, yeah, because I kept saying it over and over in the studio. I was like, hey, it's The Last Thing. Like, yeah, it's a new word. So
I was like, oh, and no one's going to forget that, like, because
Yeah.
they're going to know the phrase and they're going to be like, oh, it's spelled differently.
yeah.
It's cool. Yeah, like shout out to you and your journey. Shout out to you as a musician as well.
Thank you.
I think you're going to go places cuz it's so early in your career and
Hopefully.
just talking to you about it, you're so passionate about it. And it seems like dude, like how lucky are we to be creatives and not just like you know, normal people. Not to put down people that don't have
No, yeah.
a creative side. They find success and beauty in other things, but like how beautiful is it that you were blessed with this instrument?
Yes. I mean, obviously it comes with its challenges, but like I could not live another life. Like this is my purpose, you know?
Yeah.
Like I would feel empty if I weren't going for this, you know? So it's like I've had many conversations about this, but it's like I need to do this. This is something that I want, you know, and I've always wanted this. So
when your mind floats to other things, like if it wasn't singing, if it wasn't songwriting.
Oh, I could do whatever I wanted. I'm sorry. I know that sounds conceited, but I know I could do whatever I wanted. I could do hair. I do my own hair.
Wow.
I could be a teacher full time. You know, I could open up my own studio. I can literally do whatever I want, but this is what I want to do.
That's the
If that
fucking
makes sense.
mindset
You know what
to
I
have.
mean? Like I could be a content creator. I could do that. I could get a full-time job. I can be a CEO, but what is worth putting my time into?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wow. You starting off with doing hair, that's already like a challenge within itself.
Oh yeah.
Because I grew up with a lot of female cousins and they would try to teach me braids and like how to braid their hair. And they'd be always so loose and like fucked up. And I'd be like, why are you making me do this? This is hard. I'm not enjoying this.
I mean, it's hard. Like I've done my hair before, like braids. I mean, I got this done because now I'm at the point where it's like, if I got the money, I'm gonna get the service because it takes a lot of time.
Well, how much does it cost to get that done?
Well, my friend does it for me, so it's not as expensive as most people. So she charged me, I think, like $200 for this,
Okay.
including the hair. But I have a lot of hair, so it will take like 10 hours.
That took 10 hours? So what do you guys do?
Or
You
8
guys
hours. We just watch TV,
for 8 hours straight?
talk, and watch
Jeez.
TV. Yeah.
Wow. No wonder girls get so close. You guys kind of just like
Yeah.
you guys have these activities like doing nails, getting like I think 2 years ago I got my first pedicure and I was like, I get it. I get it. This is dope as
No,
fuck.
yeah. I've been getting facials for like every single week. I actually go to a community college. No, a college, like San Jose City College.
Okay.
And they have facials for like $25.
Wow.
Yeah,
that
and it's
cheap.
like an hour and 30 minutes. And it's like they're students, but the teachers are there. Like, come on, you know what I mean? Like, what's gonna go wrong? Like, are they gonna burn my face? They're not.
No.
You know what I mean? It's amazing. Like, I love it so much. They give you a massage too on your hands, on your neck. It's like, this is what I need. That's my
For a
relaxation
facial,
for
they
the-
give you all those extras too? Because
yeah.
I mean, I'm such a, even though I grew up with a lot of girls, I'm still such a boy.
Yeah.
Like I get a lot of flack from my girl cousins and my fiance about like the way that my guy friends and I plan stuff even because like I don't like after you leave here I don't know what the rest of my schedule is but I know I'm doing something with my guy friends.
Yeah.
Like we have something set for Saturday night and she keeps asking me like what time, what are you guys doing, who's gonna be there? I'm like I don't know. I don't know
That's
what
crazy.
we're gonna do.
I cannot do that. Like, when's your birthday?
June 30th.
So you're a Cancer?
Yeah. Do I
Yeah.
come off that way?
Yeah, you too.
Yeah,
but in a good way.
You want me to cry right now?
No,
I'll do it.
My boyfriend's a Cancer, and we're compatible. I'm a Pisces, so I totally get it. But like, some people are like, "Oh, don't fuck with Cancer men. Like, don't do that." But it's
Whoa.
like, who cares? You know what I mean? People are
cares?
meant. Like, I am emotional as well. I'm very empathetic, so it's like, we get it. We get it.
Oh, it comes off in your writing too, girl. You've been through some things at a young age. If it comes through in your writing like that, because I mean, like the chord choices and like lyrically is just like you're romantic, aren't you?
I was saying some shit at 15 years old. I was heartbroken, I guess.
Dude,
but-
heartbreak at 15
That's
is an irreplaceable feeling, though.
It is. I mean, and I'm glad I wrote the song. It's funny because I think at that time, like, my ex was like, "Oh, am I gonna get royalties?" Like,
am I gonna get royalties?
Boy, if you don't, shut up.
Yeah. Do you think Sam Smith gave like royalties for that one album that he popped off like to his first boyfriend? Yeah, you think that? I don't think he gave royalties to his ex.
No, yeah, but I'm glad I did that. The way I started like actually producing and like getting into it is I remember I took like a community center like class and they in San Jose, and they had like how to make beats, and they had a little mic and stuff like that, and I learned through Ableton. And it was really good. Like, I wasn't the best in the class because everyone else was like guys and like older than me, and I was only like, I think 14. But
Damn.
I got the confidence to start writing and stuff like that. I remember I made a song there, and it was horrible, so bad.
Ooh, talk about it. Why
Oh
was
my
it
God.
horrible?
It was
What's
just-
it called?
I produced it myself. It was horrible. But it's funny because I listen to it now. I'm like, this is low key slap. Like,
Oh, you should just put it out then. Put it out.
no, I'm not gonna ever put that out. It's like on my private SoundCloud. Like, it's not going out. But yeah, I had like a long-term relationship at 15.
Wow.
Like, it was like for a year and a half or something like that.
What's long term at 15?
Like a year and a half. Like, that's
Oh, I'm sorry.
long.
Yeah, you did say it was a year and a half.
Yeah.
What's like, because people will say like, my first relationship was 9 months, and that felt like eternity.
No, yeah, it is. I mean, honestly, I feel like I've always been a relationship girly, but not in the way that I need someone, just in the way that like I'm lovable. Yes.
Oh, you say that with confidence.
Like,
is it my fault that people like me? Is it my fault?
I guess.
I guess.
Or maybe it's because I'm a Pisces and I like to therapy and like give therapy to people and like help them and like fix their problems. Like,
And some guys are just like, oh yeah, I am broken.
yeah, I remember my first boyfriend was like had his emo phase and he was just like, I don't like life, like, and I'm like, it's okay, I'm here for you.
Oh.
Things are gonna be okay.
Did you look at him? You're like, ooh, new project.
I was like, I can fix him. Like,
Why is that a fucking thing? Do you like broken men? Because I feel like
at
a lot
a young
of
age, I did. I guess so. I was attracted to
did a
that.
lot of girls your age like broken men?
I feel like a lot of girls my age at that time weren't really dating.
Oh, interesting. At
They
15,
were.
a 15-year-old girls.
I'm talking about sixth grade, actually.
Oh,
Yeah, so this
way
is
younger.
different. Yeah. I think it was more of like a friendship, you know. what I
Oh,
mean?
sixth grade relationships is
but that lasted a year too.
in sixth grade. Shut the fuck up, dude. Sixth grade
Yep.
relationships are 2 weeks, and that's long term. You guys
No,
are
I know.
married after a week.
I know. At that point, like my mom took us to Mission Peak. Why?
Why would you
I don't
take?
know.
All right, you guys go here and make out. Oh, no.
We were hiking all together
Okay.
with my mom, him, and me. And it was horrible because I was sweating the whole time.
Ah.
And I was just like, I didn't want to do it at all. Like, she loves Mission Peak. Oh my gosh. And like the first time she ever took me, I was like practically crying. Like,
Oh, that's tough. You don't take an 11-year-old to
oh my
Mission
gosh.
Peak.
And especially with my boyfriend at the time, like, that's embarrassing. Like, come on. He was all sweating too. He's all like a steak, you know?
Oh, all you guys, you guys are not going to be cuddling up with each other.
I know. She
after
did
a
that on
hike.
purpose.
Wow, that was the move.
I guess.
She didn't want to take you to like old spaghetti factory.
Took us to freaking Mission Peak. But
Yeah.
it's okay.
That is the move. My parents didn't ever try to sabotage me in my like romantic endeavors because
You're lucky.
I don't know. It's
Well,
because
you're
they
a guy. That's also why.
that and they were like, because I was a nerdy, like pretty
Mm-hmm.
obese child, so they were just like Christians. I'm pretty sure they were thinking like Christian's like, he's not gonna get any. He's not gonna get any. I'm pretty sure, like, and they knew that I grew up with all these girls and that I was the person that would like to listen and talk about their boyfriends. So either they were thinking I was gay, or they were thinking like, yeah, they for sure not into.
They weren't worried. They're like, he's good.
Well, because they would let me into. They would, if I had a girl over in high school, like they would let me have the door closed. They'd be like, door open or closed. And I'd be like, closed, please. And then, guess what? Still didn't do anything.
Oh, that's amazing.
The game's harder for guys. Like the dating game. Because, like, I'm sure you get to just, like, sit there and then just wait until someone, like, spits game.
There was a time when, you know, like I was just feeling like, especially when I moved schools to Oakland School for the Arts, different, completely different. Like people, culture, like in general. I mean, especially going to an art school. In general, that was like I felt like outnumbered by how many cool people there were.
Oh, really? Like you had to dress a certain way.
Yeah, everyone had their own style, and I was just like figuring it out. Like I'm coming from San Jose, where everyone's basic. People wear pajamas to school, and I'm just like, okay, what should I do now? So I started thrifting a lot.
Because no one's gonna have the same clothes that you have.
Yeah, no one will have the same clothes. I mean, except like Brandy Melvine or whatever. But
bougie motherfucker.
I know,
what
right?
The heck?
But there was a time, but it's okay, honestly.
Yeah.
I didn't even date anyone in Oakland. I dated someone in San Jose, and he was a musician too. And that was the whole thing.
Did you like music? Do you like? Because right now you're not dating a musician.
No,
he's just.
I like it that way.
Because it's a little. Is it a little competitive?
Yes, especially. I mean, it's not like we were in the same genre. I feel like that would be different because he would play with other bands as well, but he was also in my band. But it was more of the conflict of like, all right, he has his own gigs, I have my own gigs. Maybe we can't work together because sometimes they clashed, and it was like coming in terms with our relationship. And it was like, maybe we should just keep that separate.
I see.
You know, but then honestly, I don't think it was good for me because I'd rather have someone that would support me. And, you know, I mean, sometimes having a break from music is good too. You know, you need some
to just
time.
do a normal thing.
Yeah, do some normal things. I mean, like right now, I am trying to take a little writing break and just kind of live a little bit. And then whenever it comes, you know, because I already have some material and stuff like that to hold me for a little while.
Nice.
But I just think that's always good to take a little break because if I'm gonna burn out eventually.
It is nice after like doing all this podcasting stuff or like going to like events to like support like my artistic friends.
Yeah.
Like my fiance, she's just waiting at home for me, and we're just gonna watch, you know, the Love Is Blind reunion, and I'm like, this is nice. Like I don't have to focus on anything else. Yeah, that's like my first relationship, the 9-month one. That one was interesting because she was also a singer. She was also a creative, and our genres were pretty similar.
Oh, yes.
The only difference is that she was a girl, so she liked to sing jazz standards. She liked to sing oldies and whatnot.
Did you guys sing together?
Yeah, we would sing together, and it'd be frustrating for her because she was better than me.
Oh, okay,
so like I wouldn't be able to like
keep up with her.
And so like that built up a lot of insecurities in me. It was just like, oh man, I'm kind of trash at this.
No, yeah, because he like, oh my gosh, you know what? I forgot about that. He knew every single instrument. Every single instrument. He wasn't the type where he needs to read music. He could just hear a song and play it. I hate that because it's like, what the heck?
I love that. I love that for individuals.
For him, that's great. Like, but like, I wish that was me. You know, like I'm trying. Like I have to spend extra time just to like practice. You know.
Yeah. Have you met people with like perfect pitch?
Oh, I mean, I would say that I know when I'm flat and sharp, but I don't have perfect pitch. But I have met people who have perfect pitch. Like this little kid that I was in like a jazz band with, like he was in 5th grade. He could play anything or just like name the exact note, anything. I was like, oh my god.
There are people like that. I hear it's a blessing and a curse because
they hear everything.
You know, sometimes stylistically, like it's okay to be like a few cents flat.
Yeah.
Like I know like in certain, like in barbershop particularly, like if you play a certain chord, I think, I don't know which part has to be like ever so slightly flat for it to be like a perfect triad or some shit like that. But that's when like someone with like perfect pitch will be like, it's fucking with me.
I'm gonna push the mic just a little bit. I want to sit up a little bit.
Whatever you gotta do. Yeah.
No, yeah, I feel you. I hear that sometimes. I mean, not too much where I'm like really focusing on it, but it's hard, especially teaching little kids. Oh my god.
Yeah,
it's like
what's that
frustrating.
like? Dude, because I like kids.
Yeah.
And that tone was purposeful because like I like some kids, I guess.
Oh my gosh. Like it's definitely birth control at that point. I mean, I want to have kids, but it's like, oh my gosh. Like they say the craziest shit. Like dead
Yeah, what are
ass.
some examples of like, especially like creative kids, these kids that are in the art realm? What are they saying?
But I wouldn't say there's so much creative. Like they're at that point where they're like, practice is boring. But like it's whatever. Like I'm trying my best. But they just be saying the craziest stuff. Like I had this one kid tell another girl to go back and work in the kitchen.
Oh no!
What the heck?
Dude, it's 2024.
I know. Like he's in 4th grade too. It's like your dad is saying this, or like who is saying this at home?
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh. I definitely talked to his parents, but it's just like, and then another kid called another girl fat. It's like they do not care. They will just say what they feel. Like I even put up like the song, Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Yeah.
I put up that video for the kids because I was gonna teach them that. And this was 1st graders. They just straight up started laughing. Straight up.
Wait, which rendition did you play for them? The Is one or the original one by Judy Garland?
No, not the original.
Okay.
The Hawaii one.
Okay, that one, yeah.
And they were like, oh, like, are you kidding me?
They're making fun of it.
Yeah. And I just stopped and I left. Like I explained to them why like it was wrong and everything like that. But I was like, no more music for today. Like I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Think about your consequences. You know
Dude,
what I mean?
it's hard. Like there's some kids who are just absolute sweethearts, and there's some kids who are just like, why are you the spawn of Satan right now?
Yeah, I mean, I love them though. They're super sweet, and some of them have found my TikTok and stuff
they
like
did.
that. I told my students about my music and stuff like that. I remember one time I showed them like a video. I think it's "Forget About Me," and they're like, "That's you?" And I was like, "Yeah," and they're like, "That's not you," and I'm like, "That's me right there." And they're like, "Yeah, right." They're like, "Sing right now, then." And I'm like, oh my god!
But did you do it though?
I was like, I'm not gonna sing for you guys right now. Like, we have stuff to do. Like, we have to do other stuff. And they're like,
sure,
they're
that's
like,
you.
Okay,
Sure, that's you. You
I
should just
know.
let them just keep giving you those streams.
They're funny though, because sometimes like when they're working and stuff, I'll play like a song, see if they notice, and they're like, "Is this Ariana Grande?" I'm like, "I'm flattered." Like, thank you.
Wow.
Like I know.
I don't think I could ever do that because if I played my own music in front of like unfiltered kids and they're just like, next,
No,
this
some of
shit's
them
bunk.
Some of them are. I think if I played it for like kids that don't know me, maybe they'll be like, "What is this?" But oh my gosh, I also teach 8th graders. Oh my
Are they
God.
worse than the
They
3rd
have
graders?
so much attitude. Like they're just bitchy. You know what I
Because
mean?
they're at that emotional cusp.
Oh my god.
Hormones.
My sister is 14 and she's in 8th grade. So I already know, like, they'll be like, oh, like, they just want to like make nonsense words and like disturb the class. They'll be like, Miss Savannah, I'm gonna go take a poo. I'm like, no one asked you. And I'm like, go. Like, why are you saying this? You know what I mean? Like, I just get back to
I'm gonna
attitude
go
at
take
this
a
point.
poo.
Or they're just like, Miss Savannah, do you like my hair? And I'm like, sit down. I'm like, or I'll send you out. Like, I really don't care at this point because it's like they know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing.
They're
like,
trying to get under your skin.
but now we're at the point where we're like, okay, we're like functional.
I think
know?
some of the scariest people on earth are like either like 8th graders or like
Oh my God.
10th graders, somewhere in between.
Yeah.
Like a group of them.
so judgmental. But it was hard at first because I'm like the youngest person there, and I would get mixed up for like the students. All the teachers at that school would be like, "Oh, you look like one of the students," you know, because I bring my backpack with my laptop and stuff. But it's like, you know what I mean. But now I'm at the point where it's like people know me, the kids know me. Like, my name is Miss Savannah because that's my teacher name. But
And then
yeah,
at what point do you ever tell them, like, is it on your last day of teaching that you would be like, and also here's my link tree? I don't go by
Well,
Savannah here.
Only my real students know. Only the real ones know.
The ones who do the research.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I'm Hannah Montana secret.
You live a double life.
Yeah, I live a double life.
Dude, kids are scary. Like when I was young, well, like not younger, but like when I I like to go for runs, and when I was living at my mom's spot, I would go for runs, and sometimes I go for runs in like these muscle tank tops that kind of like there's like a nip slip that happens and whatnot, and like I have side boob showing because and I'm like body conscious. I have what do you call it? Body dysmorphia because I told you I used to be a bigger boy, and so I definitely have like trouble with my body image. And one time I was like running around my neighborhood and there was like a group of like, I want to say 7th or 8th graders.
Oh my gosh.
And like I'm running in this thing that's like showing like my tiggle bitties. And I remember like seeing them and they were chuckling.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, this is worse than that when I was getting bullied in like elementary school.
Yeah.
Because kids are mean, man.
They have no filter. They just be doing it. But I feel like it's okay. Like whatever. They're going to grow out of it. But hopefully they learn some manners.
Yeah, hopefully
that's what I'm saying. But there are some sweet ones, you know.
What were you like as a kid?
I was a good student. I was a good student because my mom forced me to be.
I feel. Asian parents. I understand on my end too.
Like I was very, and also at the same time, like I was surrounded by Asians, so they were incredible academics, and so I
fit the stereotype.
I would have to keep up with my friends. Basically, I would be in like advanced classes in middle school, like even though it didn't even matter, and I didn't know that. Like middle school doesn't really matter for grades, but put my heart and sweat in there. And then like freshman year, I was taking like an AP class, everything like that. Sophomore year, but then when I moved to Oakland, it wasn't about academics anymore. It was not. It was about arts, and I was like, oh, okay.
Wow.
But then I started slacking off and a little bit like I want to come to school, but I had a good time. Like, so I would say that I was a really great student when I tried to be. Yeah. But as a person, I was just like that kid that was friends with everyone.
Nice.
You know what I mean? And not really, I was basically friends with everyone. I was kind of a friend group floater, but I still had my people. You know what I mean? But I didn't like any confrontation or bad blood or anything like that. So I would pretty much just be cool with everyone. Teachers liked me.
Nice.
Everything like that. So
confrontation as a kid like was so tough. Even though like I was like bullied I had these things called like I call them like either toothbrush thoughts or some people call them shower thoughts. Or like, I'm a nice guy. I'm like, I don't like confrontation.
Yeah.
But everything that I would say to my worst enemy, I would build up like for hypothetical situations if I were to see them now as I'm brushing my teeth. I'm just like, if that bully ever comes to see me again. Yeah, I'll be like, well, what the fuck? You made fun of me about my weight now. Look who has like, look who can't even walk. I don't know, some shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to think about like how I was as a kid. Like I was definitely like a friend floater as well, non-confrontational. But to go back to like how your parents supported you because you wanted to do all of these extracurriculars. Yeah. I wish that I wanted to do these extracurriculars because I learned violin when I was a kid too, and I didn't really want to. And I feel like if I did, I would have been really good. Yeah. And my parents also gave me the option between piano and violin. And I'm just like, nah, I don't want to learn piano. And I wish.
Oh my God, piano's so like so fundamental.
It's so fundamental. I'd be so much of a better like singer or musician if I learned piano.
No, yeah, that's like a key thing. Like I also teach my students like music production too. We have laptops and MIDI keyboards and stuff like that. So I was like teaching them like a little bit about piano, like how to play chords and stuff like that, like scales. And they're like, why do I need to do this? Like, I can just do whatever on the piano. I'm like, no, like, this is pretty important. Like, this will take you far in making music. Oh, it's
literally laid out there. A visual representation. Like on a string instrument, it's not as easily perceived visually.
You can see, like, in your brain, like, visualize the chords and stuff like that. But anyways, go on what you were saying about how you were as a kid.
Oh, just like, thank you. Yeah, is this your podcast now?
No, I'm just remembering the conversation.
That's just like, I wish I had done that. I also did band. Did you do marching band?
I didn't do marching band. I just did regular like concert band.
Ooh, can we guess each other's like instruments?
Sure.
Just from, like,
I'm gonna guess trumpet for you.
Ooh, for me. Okay.
Or percussion.
I'm a guess. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm liking where this is going. I'm gonna guess clarinet or flute for you.
I was clarinet, and then I did saxophone, also sax.
Saxophone and alto
Yeah.
sax.
I started out clarinet, then also sax. Yeah.
That's a good move.
Yeah.
Because saxophone's so good.
I love saxophone. I was really good at it too. Like I love doing it. Like oh my gosh.
And it
was
has to
great.
help as a vocalist because saxophone is so melodic. You know, it's so like let's say like if you did a sax solo in a jazz band.
Yeah.
That's so translatable to just doing a jazz like a scat solo. And
I wasn't that good, but I had friends that were that good. I just did it in like regular school. But I did do like a jazz band, but I was a vocalist in there.
nice.
So I would watch all the amazing, talented people do the sax, Lorna. Oh my gosh, I wish I was doing that, but I wasn't that good. But there's like a thing that everyone says that like vocalist theory, like music theory, isn't as good as instrumentalist theory. Oh my gosh, that was so annoying because I felt like so inferior. Because when we would come together, the instrumentalists and the vocalists, they're like, you probably don't know what this is.
I
I'm
hate
like,
that it's an assumption.
Oh yeah, I mean maybe I wouldn't know. I tried to be good, you know. I tried to be
I
just
feel
like
it.
them, but yeah.
Real quick, I didn't play trumpet. I did tenor saxophone in middle school, and then once again, since I was a bigger boy, the band director made me play sousaphone or the big old tuba.
Oh my gosh,
it's fucked up. It's
That's
kind of fucked up.
annoying.
It's so annoying.
Hell heavy.
Oh, it was hella heavy. Like I
Goddamn.
forever now have like a bigger like shoulder muscle right here from
'Cause you're
carrying that shit.
carrying it? Oh my
And it's been,
God.
dude, it's been like 12 years.
Holy shit.
It's been 12, 13 years since I've carried that thing.
That's
And like, and I go to the gym and I try to be symmetrical and it's still way bigger on this side if I
funny.
flex. To go back to the singer thing,
Yes.
as much as I hate that it's an assumption that singers don't know
Oh my gosh.
theory, I don't know as
It's
much theory
true.
as other musicians.
It's kind of true.
Yeah, because we don't have to know sheet music. We could be vocal mimics at that. That's how like a lot of singers start off, right?
Yeah.
You listen to your favorite singer and you just like copy them. Who were your favorites? Like Mariah was up there growing up, right?
Yeah, I mean, I remember my teacher when I was in 6th grade. He told me, he's like, "You kind of sound like Amy Winehouse." I was like, interesting. So I think vocally, like I like things from her, like Keisha Cole. I like SZA.
Yeah.
I love
SZA's
SZA,
good,
of
though.
course. Yeah. Well, I specifically like her songwriting is really amazing. Who else? I mean, I take a lot of inspiration from like 90s vocalist groups,
Nice.
SWV.
Oh, you did,
Faith
like-
Evans.
Shout out to your appearances on GC on Good Company.
Oh,
your
yeah.
live sessions.
Oh, that was horrible, but
What?
it's okay. It's okay.
Girl, you kill it with Complicated, your track from 2021.
Oh, yes, okay, that was good.
And you did that. And then you also did like SWV on there, and
Yeah.
you did a SZA cover on there as well, right?
Yes.
So, your body language, if I'm reading it, like,
Yeah.
so there are some factors about that hold some.
I mean, I was
disdain?
young. I was like 16, and I remember I skipped school, like just to go here to Vallejo. I literally took Bart all the way he could take me. Then I took a bus to his house. And yeah, I showed up, and he was like, "All right." And I'm like, I told him I skipped school. And he's like, "You skipped school for this?" And I was like, "Yup." And he was like, "Dang, okay." But I did it. It was really fun. Like it was a great experience. But I feel like I definitely messed up vocally myself. But I mean, when do we not? Like, there's always gonna be some,
Because it's one take. You just do.
Yes, it was just one
a live
take, and I didn't know that. At the time, I didn't know that they were gonna post it to streaming services. I thought it was just gonna be for like social media, but it was
No,
streaming
it's the
services.
whole
I know, I
thing.
didn't know, but like it's fine. Like it just shows my progress, honestly.
Yeah.
And
And there's going to be vocal differences that you being your toughest critic that you'll only notice.
yes, no, but there was a like a literal mess up. I cracked in like one song of Week. Like towards the bridge part, I did, but it's okay. We made it a fun little thing.
But also, that's not the easiest song. So give yourself some grace.
But I didn't even know I was gonna sing that song. They're like, "Oh, you want to do another one?" I was like, "All right, let me think." And then I just picked that one.
Wow, nice. But I would have done the same thing. I think I would have skipped school for like an opportunity like
Oh,
that.
duh! Like, obviously.
Lately, there have been moments in my life where I've been saying to myself, like, because the older I'm getting, the more of a homebody I'm becoming. Like, I kind of just want to just be at home and like not do anything and not socialize. But there are moments that I'm recognizing as like, Christian, you need to take this moment to level up. You need to take this moment to level up. And I think that's a moment where you had there was a fork in the road and you made the right decision to level up.
Right.
Even though you messed up vocally there when you did it, you fucking did it. Your music, your voice is posted on this channel that has like 181,000 subscribers. You know, under one of the most popular rappers from the fucking Bay right now. Like, that's such a big deal.
I'm grateful that, I was given the opportunity to do that, because now it's like, that's there forever. I'm glad to represent where I'm from and, be someone that he let me go on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But back at what you were saying about, it's really a mental battle. Like, really, like, putting yourself out there. I had an event like a couple weeks ago, like the Reef Studios, they had like a networking event and stuff like that. And it was my first time going alone, because usually I go with my boyfriend. But I was scared. Honestly, I didn't talk to anyone. It was really bad. But like,
it's scary.
At least I went,
Exactly. It's so scary to go to these things by yourself, because lately, like, my fiance's been so tired to just like come with me, and then she's tired of like me going there and seeing a bunch of people that she doesn't know, and she's just kind of like,
yeah.
So I completely get that.
But I'm trying to like be open to just like joining conversations and talking more. But next time I'll do that.
They're like temporary moments of discomfort for growth, you have to you gotta be uncomfortable to grow a little bit.
Just like working out. Like when I do cardio, I'm like, hey, this is just like 20 minutes of my life and feeling uncomfortable, but then the rest is like, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, and it's you get it out the way, and it's like the
accomplishment. Yes, you feel great after. So yes.
One of those moments, an example that I have of like leveling up recently, I've had right before you earlier this week, I had Frack on. Do you know who Frack is?
Frack.
He's like he's a rapper from San Francisco, and he's blowing up right now. He was just on Sway.
Oh yeah. I've seen him. Oh, I thought it was Frank. Why did I think it was Frank? No, it was Frack. Yeah. I saw him.
He's just a dope ass freestyler. Yeah, and he was on Bar Wars off.
He's really good.
He's dope. So he came through earlier this week, and I got to freestyle with him.
Oh,
which is like, I have this cardboard right here. These are the words that we wrote down for him to just do in a freestyle. So shout out to Frack.
Yeah.
But I have so much love for that man, because he provided one of those level up moments for me. Because after we were done with this session, he was just like, oh, by the way, I'm going to go to this like this rap event in Oakland later tonight. You should roll through. And you know how like a lot of people are like, yeah, I'll see what's up. Yeah. And then they don't show up.
Yeah.
I saw that as a fork in the road where I was just like, I could level up. And then I went, and it was just like this like freestyle rap off.
Dang.
And I got to freestyle in front of like 200 people.
Holy shit.
I don't rap like that. I'm just like
just for fun. Yeah.
I'm just a funny guy that likes to do improv shit. So I was just like, fuck it, let's do it. And I did it. And like that's one of those moments where like a little bit of discomfort, because I went by myself and I didn't know anyone, and I was so shy.
Well, that's amazing. Good for you.
And I did it. Thank you.
Good.
Thank you.
And more moments like that too.
More moments. What moments do you have coming up this year?
That I have coming up. I'm mostly just in writing mood. Like, I really just want to work on this music, because I think for so long I was focusing on doing lots of shows. Like last year I did a lot of shows, a lot of so far, and like just events, like planning my own events. And I was like, why am I putting so much energy and money into planning my own events that like I need to focus on the creation more and building who I am and my music. And I love the EP, but at the same time, I didn't promote it well enough. And it's something that I'm, disappointed about. Like, I could have done more, and I think it was just like my budget at the time. And, but now I'm like, I'm coming in with a plan. I have music, and I thankfully have people that like creators, like curators, that's what I'm saying, like playlist curators and media curators that respect me and like my music and want to help me, and that's amazing. And I have a lot of playlists that I'm on, actually.
So dope.
Which is amazing, because before it's like I spend so much time sending emails and reaching out to people, and it's like, at first I used to think it was embarrassing, but it's like, this is my only chance sometimes, and I'm just taking every opportunity I can to get my music to people that hear and like that I want to hear that I want to listen. There we go. But anyways, it's just like a lot of self-advocating.
Yeah.
But I know that I'm gonna get there eventually. Like I have time, like you said. But in my brain, I don't see it that way. Like I'm my own competition. You know what I mean?
And that's the healthiest competition to have.
Yes, yes.
So rather than actively comparing yourself to someone who you think has a similar sound or is like in the same like vicinity as you, it's the healthiest competition to have is yourself.
Yeah.
And because only we can get in our own ways for growth. You know, at the end of the day, it's just like, what you gonna do about it, right? And you're once again, I believe in you. I think you're doing so much. You're doing great things. You're making the proper moves by reaching out to people, and the algorithm is in your favor. If you're if you're popping up on all these playlists, you know, I think you're doing a damn good job.
Yeah, the next thing that I really want is for Spotify to notice me.
Come on, Spotify.
I mean, like, let's go Spotify. Like, I submitted to you for an upcoming song, so hopefully you listen.
Yeah, if we say it enough, like the AI algorithm will pick it up, or the government will pick it up, and then you'll just be put into there.
Well, I follow the curator, so hopefully you're watching.
Oh, there you go. Live performance. What is live performance like for you as opposed to, recording in the studio? Like, do you still get nervous?
No, I've never been nervous going up on a stage. Like, honestly, ever since I was a little kid too, like, I've never been nervous. They'd be like, "Are you nervous?" Like, before I play, I'm like, "No, I'm good."
Wow.
I just love performing in general. So any stage, you know what I mean? I just go up there and just fucking do what I can. You know, even if I fucking mess up, like, it's just an opportunity. You know what I mean? But I love live shows. I wish I could do them more. So whoever wants to book me, should book me.
Dude, you guys, people should book you for sure, because like from what I've seen, specifically, like I'm thinking about you singing "Complicated" on GC.
Oh yeah.
You could do it.
I really want to. So eventually, once I have, I think maybe at the end of this year, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do. Honestly, I don't have like a huge plan, but maybe there'll be a project EP. I don't know. But if I do have something like a piece of work, I want to do a live show and with the band and everything like that, and do it properly, invite all my friends and family and stuff like that. Because the last like release show that I had didn't do so well numbers wise. I spent more money than receiving, and I realized that like I need to build more of a community.
Yeah. What it comes down to, it is community. It's kind of tough to just like put yourself out there and then just like cross your fingers and hope that people show up, because people are busy.
People are busy, yeah. And that's the thing. Like, it's not like I know, it's not like people just don't support me. Like, there are people that support me, especially this was in like 2022. But I'm glad that I'm older now. I can drive. I can do other things. So now I'm doing things by myself. I don't have to wait on my mom taking me places or anything like that. I'm in control now. For somewhat, for some pieces. But I am connecting with different people like Tyler, like
shout out Tyler Lauren. Oh my gosh. She was incredible.
And also, don't tell anyone. I'm joking. I'm gonna say it.
Turn the cameras off. Yeah, turn the mics off.
But I'm supposed to be having a session with Kayomi next week.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, with Play-Doh. So I think that'll be fun. But she's coming out of retirement apparently.
Look at that. Oh, look at that.
No, yeah, I'm on her close friend, so I see a little snippets. But she's really good. Like, she's amazing. I mean, I've been following her since I was like 15. Like, I reached out to her when I was 15 and like saying how much I admire her and like how amazing she is. And she reached back to, and she was like, "Oh, like that's amazing." Like, she's a very sweet person. So I'm glad that I finally get to meet her and work with her. So
there's beautiful moments like that. Like the people that I've met through this podcast, I never thought I was ever going to meet, and let alone meet, but actually chop it up with them and get to know with them. And like some of these people I could call my friend now. Like, that's fucking awesome. I've been like watching your shit for a minute now, and like now we connect. And so moments like that is just kind of what life is about.
Yes, I'm ready for it. I'm ready to make new connections and stuff like that. But Yeah.
One last thing for you. You did musical theater.
Yes, I did.
That means you have you've gotten your foot in the door with acting before.
Oh, yes, I have.
I don't know if you're familiar, if you've ever been warned about what we do at the end of this podcast.
No.
So I come from a comedy improv background. So like I did improv in high school, I did improv in community college, and I did improv in at UC Davis when I did college, and then now I do improv at the end of these episodes with people that are actors or rappers or singers or not.
Yeah.
You don't have to do it. I offer it up as an option, but if you're down for just a silly improv scene, that's kind of how we close out the show. And it is what it is. That's a reason why it's also called, I mean, it's applicable for the title of the show. It can't be that bad because when it's improv and it's off the top of the dome, it can't be that bad. So you down?
Yeah, I'm down to do
Hell
improv.
yeah.
Okay.
So the way this works is that the scene could be about anything and everything having to do with the episode, or it could be from nothing having to do with the episode at all.
Okay. Are you going to start it off?
I'll start it off. It's never.
Okay.
It's been a while since someone else has been like, "Can I start it off?" I'm like, yeah, I'm down." But usually I just start it off. So, any questions before we continue?
No.
All right. Without further ado, baddies, it can't be that bad. Hey, Sav.
Hi.
I saw that Bobby was talking to you. Bobby's in the 7th grade, and you're in the 6th grade. You got older boys liking you.
I guess I'm just like that. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't really know him like that, though.
But he was in a long-term relationship for 7 days.
Oh, my God. Wait, who did he date? Was it my friend?
Yeah, it was Jessica.
Oh, my God. I don't want to say the B word, but I'm going to say it. That bitch. Oh, my God.
You can't say
Sorry.
that.
I know.
But yeah, you're right. Jessica is a bitch.
Yeah, I heard she was like talking to this one guy, but he's like supposed to be bi. I don't know what that means though.
I don't know what that means. I thought they just meant he said bye.
Yeah.
I know. He's just like Jessica. Also, I heard that she puts on lashes, but not all of the lashes.
Oh
so
my
just on the left
gosh,
eye.
Why?
Because that's the eye that she winks with.
She's trying to be like aesthetic and like be indie, but like I know she really doesn't listen to Rex Orange County.
Oh, she doesn't listen to Rex Orange County.
She's not really in it.
Do you even know Pluto Projector?
Oh my god.
Bitch.
Oh my god. Or even Tyler. You know who Tyler is?
Tyler,
the creator.
The creator, yeah. Oh my gosh, like his early days when he came out with Flower Boy, yeah. Nobody knows about Flower Boy anymore. Everyone only people know about Igor.
Oh my gosh, I know people are so basic. Like
so basic.
Like, update your Spotify.
Like do you even listen to like
Cali Coochies?
Cali Coochies? Yeah. Do you even listen? You don't even know, or do you only listen to when she's featured? So yeah,
she's like a really underground.
A super underground.
She's from Colombia too.
Oh, and see, people don't even know that. People just say, "Oh, she must be exotic."
Yeah, she's like super. She looks white.
Yeah,
that's what people say. But I'm like, no, she's Latina.
Yeah, she's
okay,
Latina.
just like me. Like I'm Latina too. People don't know it. I have to remind them.
Oh, Johnny did say that about you.
Johnny. Oh my god.
Johnny said that.
But here's the thing. I don't like white boys.
Oh.
I need them to be cultured.
So no Johnny.
No Johnny. Like look at his name. It's Johnny.
Jonathan.
Oh my god.
Jonathan
Get out of here.
Smith.
What are you, Columbus? Like
yeah. Oh no, and we don't even celebrate Columbus Day anymore.
Oh my gosh, get that out of here. Like
yeah, get that out of here.
Native Americans are incredible. Like
I just got a text.
Oh shit.
And it says that Guillermo likes you.
Oh my god.
Guillermo's in the 8th grade.
Holy shit.
And his dating record is clean. He hasn't dated anyone before.
Why? He's in 8th grade though. Aren't there so many girls that are like so experienced at that age? Like I'm only in 6th grade. Like I don't think I can handle that. Like I'm not ready.
You're not
serious.
ready?
I'm not ready. Like
you're not ready for an 8th grader?
I'm not ready. I don't think I can do it. Like
I'm getting another text.
Oh my gosh, he's so famous.
Oh, it's just like I just got the Motorola Razor 2 days ago, so everyone wants my number.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
I don't even have a phone. I have to use my iPod Touch.
You have to do that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh I can't even bring it to school. If I do, I have to connect it to the school Wi-Fi. Doesn't work.
Oh yeah, don't do that. That's some old
Can I
people
have your
shit.
hotspot?
You can have my hotspot. I'll turn it on right now.
Thank you.
Oh, guess who texted me?
Oh my god, who?
It's Xavier.
Oh my god,
the Filipino barber.
Oh my god.
He lives on First and Grant.
Oh my god.
And he's the one that makes everyone fresh here.
No, but you know what he tried to do?
What he tried to
He
do?
tried to sing Lemonade to me.
Oh, by Jeremy
And
Passion?
I was like, why? Like,
Boo.
I've heard the song so many times.
Basic.
Like, I know how to play on ukulele already. Like,
Yeah.
my Filipino friends taught me. Like, come on.
Yeah, you're right. He's playing all the chords wrong anyway. So
Oh my
yeah,
God.
I don't like that he's playing all of that.
He tries to impress people with his voice, but I've heard better. Like,
You've heard who do you want to date?
God. Loki, the history teacher's been looking for.
The history teacher. Oh, look at that! It's CNN. The history teacher's in jail because
Oh my God.
because apparently he's been making weird eye contact with some of the middle schoolers here. I'm sorry, Sav, that's not an option.
Wait. I know who it was. Jessica.
It was,
It was Jessica. Oh my
One
God.
last Jessica. Oh my gosh! You know what this year is gonna be for us?
What?
Focus on ourselves.
Focus on ourselves. You know what? I'm gonna get my math grade up. I don't
Mm-hmm.
care. Like, I know that lady's a bitch. Like, I know she doesn't like me, but I'm gonna do the extra credit, even
Yeah.
though it's so long.
It's so.
I'm gonna do it, though.
annoying. Oh, look at that! Oh, someone wants to date me.
Oh,
It's Johnny, and I like white boys, so I'm gonna go date Johnny with your permission.
You do what you do.
All right, I'm gonna do it.
That's fine.
And scene. Beautiful. And that's improv. And that was so funny. That was so funny. Great references. Great
so
Rex
funny.
Orange County reference. Great Tyler, the Creator reference. Oh, man.
Don't forget about Jeremy Passion.
Jeremy Passion's an
Yes.
interesting one. I met him once.
No, you know what? That's true. I did learn it from my Filipino friends. They taught me how to play. Yes.
Yeah, I would be surprised if you didn't learn it from
In
a
seventh
Filipino
grade.
person.
You know, it was normal to bring your ukulele to school.
Oh, I know, because I was kind of
Yeah.
that guy.
What the
Half the time. And I never I've talked about it before. I wasn't the person that just brought it out of nowhere. It was always like someone, like a white friend saying like, oh my God, you play ukulele?
You just
Can
bring
you-
it out. You bring it to school.
Can you play for me?
Oh.
And it was for the girls that I liked that did
Uh-huh.
not like me back, which is the whole reason why my parents let me have the door closed.
But they probably thought it was sweet.
They thought it was sweet, but I mean, I was never an option.
It's okay though.
Yeah.
Because now look at you.
Look
Got
at
a
me.
fiance.
10 years. We're celebrating 10 years next
Oh my
week.
gosh, incredible.
Hella long.
Well, at least you're gonna have like options for the musical acts.
Oh,
for your
I
wedding.
guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, you know so many people. You're like,
So many.
who should I reach out to?
Who should I? Yeah, like who many of all the people that came to my podcast?
But
who
you're
could I-
probably gonna sing too, huh?
I think she wants me to sing. So we have a song that we have like our song
Yeah.
that we share, and I think I might get a few of my friends that play instruments, like a few people that are really good jazz musicians.
That you can reach out to.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
I think I might
Well,
do
hopefully you stay connected so I can come to the wedding. I love a wedding.
Dude, hell yeah! I mean, if it's around here, all of my musician friends, including you, y'all should come through,
We're
and
gonna
we
have
just
like our own table, like Bay Area musicians.
and it's just the biggest
Yeah.
table.
Oh my god.
And then like my fiance's like, I don't even know these people.
We're like, hey, it's chill. They're on my podcast.
It's fine. I know them just as much as I know you,
They
honey.
came in our house.
Yeah, you weren't home, but like I know them. So,
You can see it through the ring camera. Don't worry.
well, Savaiah, thank you so much for coming through. You're dope as fuck. This has
Thank
been a
you.
delightful conversation.
This was fun.
Your music is really good. Your voice is really good, and your songwriting skills are really good.
Thank you.
I think I really believe in you. Anything that I could do with my skill set to help your dreams come true, hit me up and I got you.
Thank you.
Thanks for reaching out.
Maybe we'll
Thanks-
do this a year from now and we'll see the progress.
Hell yeah. No, absolutely. I always like to have like artists come back like maybe like once a year just to like check in and
Yeah.
like see what's up and how life
Can't
has
wait
been.
to see your podcast grow as well. Maybe next
Thank you.
time it won't even be here.
Hopefully it'll be like
At your own studio or something.
that would be nice. That would be the dream. Yeah. But I appreciate you. Look into the camera and let the listeners, the baddies, know where they can find you, plug all of your stuff and what they have to look forward to.
Okay, well, you can find me on any streaming service. If you want to follow where I mostly post, Instagram, official Savaiah. Okay, go there. Go check me out. Go look at my post. But yeah, I got a lot of new stuff coming up. I'm making music and releasing a couple new singles. So you should go check them out very, very soon. Bye.
Hell yeah. And baddies, you guys know where to find me. You guys know where to find the podcast because you're already here. Savaiah, one final thing. Once again, looking at the camera, leave the baddies with a phrase, a saying, a few words to leave them with that reminds them that it can't be that bad.
Okay. I got this. Keep going. Listen to your instincts. Listen to the people around you. If you don't want to work with someone that you don't like, don't do it. And trust yourself and stay on the journey.
Fuck yeah. Shout out to you. Thanks again for coming through. This has been delightful.
Thank you.
And until next time. All right.
Yay.
Baddies, we'll catch you later. Peace.